What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Post Time Skip podcast. This is officially episode number 3 of us, three dudes on the internet teaching y'all how to hit that ultra instinct, that final form to see what y'all can really be in life. You feel what I'm saying? It's the host as usual, KingNathe on the mic, ready to get y'all this week. So go ahead and say to the people from my awesome co-host on the rest of the mic, Josh Jr. What's good?
What's good? What's good? How you guys doing?
What's up? What's up? Salty here. What's going on?
This man. Talking here.
Why
That
you
was the
talking like
dustiest
that? You
intro.
nasty. He said, "What's good? What's good? It's your boy Salty."
No, nah.
I just say I didn't. Yeah, I don't say that no more. Salty's here. You know what I'm saying? So
Look at
today,
him.
right?
Hey, he's listening to himself. He said, my goal this new year is to relax. That doesn't mean have an ass intro, bro. You're confusing the
Yeah,
two, bro.
yeah.
Okay, I'll take it.
Started this
Nah.
man sad as hell, bro. He went
It's
back on
been
his
a
time
long
skip a little
day,
bit, bro.
man. It's been a long day, man.
It's been
Y'all
a
got.
long
That's
day.
facts.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
swear, bro.
hey. It'd be like that, bro. It'd be like that. It's all good though.
You can't say that after calling his intro ass, bro. You gotta apologize.
I'm sorry.
I already took it, bro. It's a. It's
Yeah.
just, bro. It's a, bro. Let's keep this going, bro.
I guess that's how we getting into it this week. But for our first little discussion today, we're gonna take it back a little bit, talk about a little bit of throwback topic, and that's kind of the difference in media. As you know, a little kid, a little teeny bopper, you feel what I'm saying, is some grown men as we are right now. Have y'all noticed a big difference between some shows y'all used to watch, some games y'all used to play, things like that, and kind of stuff coming out nowadays?
Yeah, I think like the quality of stuff we just used to watch back in the day, we're not old, but back in the day works for this, was just better. Like I can't even front. Like the perfect example is the difference between Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go. That is absolutely ridiculous. If you think about, so the original Teen Titans was like real serious, had like really cool action scenes, a little bit of romance. You know, a teenager could really relate to it. Teen Titans Go, I feel like, oh my gosh, they with the eye roll, bro.
Bro,
Listen,
we was in like middle and elementary school when that show came out, talking about a teenager can relate to it.
no, because my thing is this. My thing is this.
Stop
I feel like Teen Titans Go is for like elementary school students,
Yeah, I
bro.
was about to say, but when you take a bitch to, or not a bitch, a girl to prom or the middle school dance, bro, and her dad turned out to be a B villain, bro, like what? What you mean you can relate to that?
No, it's not that, but like, okay, you had shows like Codename Kids Next Door, Adventure Time, regular show. Now, some of
Josh
those
said.
shows, look, tears, right? No, some of those shows were complete gas, and like all like the things that like the creators and producers came up with were like fire. And nowadays, I'm looking at what they got on TV. Look at like what like my younger cousin is watching. Complete nonsense. And I don't know if that's coming from me just because like I'm older or if that's like legit just the quality that they're putting out. But I feel like the quality that they used to put out had more purpose. It was more entertaining. Nowadays, I don't know what's wrong with these kids, but I feel like what they're watching is part of the problem and it's developing these monsters, bro. I don't know what's going on with this younger gen.
Yeah.
Bro, these kids, bro, they're out here running around like gremlins, bro. I don't know what they got going on, bro. But
Freaking. Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Finish up.
No. Go ahead. Go ahead. You got it. What is this?
What is doing that? But anyway, I think so the producers, like the people making the cartoons, right? So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're making it based on the audience. Like our generation and generation of the kids now is just not the same. So they're just making it based on what they want. And if we like trying to look at it with their perspective, nah, we cannot watch it. So that's pretty much what I think. Well, like most of the shows you named, I didn't watch any of them.
Okay, so what did you watch?
Yeah.
What did you
I,
watch?
so in Nigeria, I went to boarding school. I don't know if I
Okay.
told you this, but we cannot watch nothing. So my childhood was just kind of messed up. I watched this network called Teletoon. I don't know if you all know about it. Teletoon.
Damn.
Bro, at least I thought he was gonna name some Boomerang or something, bro. I was gonna cut him some slack,
No,
bro.
nah.
No, Boomerang. It was like Teletoon, Kids Co. Bruh, this one cartoon named Rats. Bruh.
Rats.
Yes, sir. Bruh, I used to spam that cartoon so much. But I haven't even seen it around. I also watched Cody Yoko.
Cody Loco
that
was
show's
gas.
gas.
That was gas. That was
Yeah.
gas.
Nah, I'm not finna
It
lie
was
to you
straight
though.
out of Teletoon.
I went back and watched that. That show recently came out on Netflix. I went and watched that show, and that show was the hottest piece of garbage I've
No,
seen.
no,
in
no,
my life.
bro. You think you're the
Bro,
only one?
man.
Tell me
That show
why.
was
Tell me
terrible.
why. I was actually at Junior's house. It was like me, Junior, and like one of his younger brothers, and we were just sitting in the living room trying to watch Cody Loco. And I was like, why did this show hit so different as a kid? Because I was like, it's trash. I remember I used to call that one dude with the orange hair and fake ass Naruto, bro. That's what I couldn't even remember his name.
no.
Oh my
Dude
god.
with the sword, bro. Me and my friend used to be like, I would be like, yeah, his name was Urek, right? Something like
Damn,
You
that.
think I
that's what
remember
it
their
was.
names?
I
Yeah.
didn't even
I was
remember
like, yeah.
that's what it was.
I was like, of course, bro. That was me, bro. That was me as a kid. I always get my sword. I
hell
was like,
yeah.
Sasha.
York had the
yeah.
swords. He had the females, bro. He was.
Nah,
God.
hey, bro, we used to do that with the Power Rangers, bro. Everybody wanted to be the
no.
Red Ranger, bro. But do you know who I wanted to be? I wanted to be the Gold Ranger, bro. If you ever watched Power Ranger Samurai, bro, he was gas, bro. The second they introduced him, bro, he came in, sliced like 100 enemies like this. He unsheathed the sword, sheathed it back. I was like, come on, now he's raw. He's raw out here, bro.
Any Power Ranger movie or show, whatever, that has like a different like color that's not like green, blue, red, he's always like so good. I don't know why.
For no reason.
They make it so different.
But they bring him in, and you know what's crazy? They always had the same type of plot. They bring him in like halfway through the season.
Right.
Him or her, they just tear up that fight. They carry that fight, and all of a sudden they become normal for the rest of the show.
Yeah,
like they don't let them be cold anymore. And then they let either the Red Ranger or in the one that had like Tommy, like that Green Ranger. He was the only gas ranger that wasn't like red or like random.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was that Green Ranger, he went crazy, bro. I'll give it to him, bro. I don't know what story he was a part of, but he was fired. He's the only one I've ever seen that was like gas. But nah, I don't know why that was always the storyline for Power Rangers, bro. Bring in a new Ranger, they're cold for one episode, they're average as hell for the rest. I'm like, bro, what happened, bro?
Storyline. One thing I liked though, they did this little mashup, bro. That was lit. That fight was so clean.
You talking about the movie, bro?
Yes,
dude,
bro.
That was hard.
All the Power Rangers came together, bro. You saw a group of reds, group of greens. So like, damn.
Low-key, we sound like some little kids.
Yeah, as a grown ass man, I never watched Power Rangers, so I have no idea.
Wait,
what
you've
y'all
never
talking
watched?
about.
Okay.
I watched like 2 episodes, bro.
Okay, you just missed out on your childhood though. There's no way. Hey, bro, in the comments, bro, if you're watching this on YouTube, let us know what your favorite Power Rangers show was. Mine was Samurai. You know how we get down. That was the best one. I don't know why you're
22.
I am 22. Bro. Why are you acting like this? Bro, we watch anime and he's like, this man is 22, bro. Do you know how people do you know how
but nah, anime is different than like American cartoons, like children's shows are like children's shows. That'd be the like equivalent. What's the little like round looking kid, that anime, bro? I can't remember what that is. It's like Hello Kitty, bro. Yes. Yeah, something like that. But it'd be like a nigga reminiscing about Hello Kitty, bro.
No, but the difference is it's not like I'm out here like going back and watch. I haven't watched Power Rangers in like.
No, there are a lot of like grown ass men who still watch Power Rangers to this day.
See now that's an issue though. There's a difference. There's a difference. I'm not about after the podcast about to go and whip up an episode on Netflix, bro. Like
you made it sound like when you were like, I rep the samurais. That's
no.
Show.
It's just
like,
because
like that.
you know, like as a kid, like you really were messing with it. So of course it's still in like my memory, like the one I like the most, because that's how much I used to watch it. Yeah, no. Relax, bro. You really trying to do me dirty, bro.
I was trying to help
Bro,
me because you
I
made it
was
sound
finna,
like you was watching Power Rangers every night, bro.
bro, I was finna get screwed, bro. Bro, nobody was finna want to talk to me, bro. Oh yeah, that's that creep that still watch Power Rangers, bro. You were setting me
Oh
up for
nah,
failure, bro.
that's that
Relax,
EDP type
relax.
beat, bro.
Bro, don't ever put somebody on an EDP type beat. That freaking freak, bro. You have to relax, sir. You're
No,
doing me
nah,
dirty, bro.
we
You're
gonna
doing
leave
me
it at
dirty.
that. Nah,
Yeah,
nah,
let's leave it at that.
I was trying
Oh
to save
my
you, but to
god.
bring
Yeah,
it
you.
back a little bit, bro. I think I agree for the most part. Kind of what Junior said, but I don't think it's that shows are worse now. I just think like there's the kids nowadays are exposed to a lot more than we were basically. Cause like
Yeah.
we were basically on like the brink of technology, right? So like we had like flip phones and stuff, and I might have had like a DS, but like I didn't have internet, a whole iPhone 11 in my pocket. Well, that's probably not even new no more. But like an iPhone, I could do
Yeah,
whatever I wanted to do on all the time. So like I feel like their attention spans are a lot shorter than ours, so the shows
that's
have to be
true.
different than what we did. And also, don't sleep. There's still some gas kid shows coming out, which these are like shows that like they're like kid shows, but adults can still watch. But
Like
like
what?
even like Infinity Train, that show is so good. It's
I
on
haven't
Soul
it's
watched
on
it.
Hunters.
HBO
Have
Max.
you
That
seen Soul
show is
Hunters?
so good. It's like it's
Infinity
kids
Train.
show. Basically, it's
Oh,
like this kid, right? And it goes into like
okay.
the psyches of these kids, like whenever they're
Okay.
like I guess like sad or something like that. So this kid,
Mm-hmm.
her mom and dad are about to get a divorce or something. And so she opens up this door randomly and she gets put on this like an infinite train. And every you can't escape until you like lose this number, basically, that you get attached with as
Hmm.
soon as you get on the train. And like you find out what that means and like how it relates to like her life and stuff like that. But all that aside, like the shows like that, even like towards the end of us being younger, like you still had us in like high school watching like Adventure Time,
Oh yeah.
Gumball, regular shows, stuff
Gumball
like
regular
that.
show, even Steven Universe. Steven Universe was the last
Yeah.
good show I think that they made that like we could like
Mhm.
relate to. Cause Steven
Yeah.
Universe is low key gas. I'll be watching it. Come on now, come on now, bro. That might used to hit, bro. Different. Yeah,
Yo,
I thought I was gonna break out into a musical.
I have not seen that
Relax.
episode, so I was gonna bake you if you started singing. But I've heard
You
good
have
things
it.
for
That
No,
sure.
was
no, no.
very
Steven
good.
Yeah.
Universe is really good. No, I definitely agree. Like Amazing with a Gumball, that show is low key iconic because I've never seen so many references in a
Mm.
cartoon. They were repping everything from adult shows to other cartoons to
Anime.
anime, bro. Like there was one scene Gumball over here going Super Saiyan. I'm like, bro, like that's wild.
Right.
So like the
I had
creator
JoJo
really,
poses in there, bro.
bro, yeah. So the creator was really messing with like just entertainment around that time. So that's why I think Gumball also did so well because it was so relatable to like everyone. Like your parents could low key sit down and watch a Gumball, Amazing What a Gumball episode with you.
Yeah.
Now will they agree with
Your
everything?
parents.
Because no, my parents would like no. Actually, I got this story, bruh. It is funny as hell, bruh. So there's this one time, right? I was watching Conan Kizay Story, bruh. And my mom was like, "Why are you always watching this show?" She was like, "What do you learn from this?" So she decided to sit down that episode and like watch it with me. So like, of course, I can't control which episode is on, right? So this episode is an episode that do y'all remember? I think it was number 4. He was like orange Australian kid, right?
Oh, you couldn't see his hair or his
Yeah, you
eyes?
couldn't see his eyes,
Yeah.
right?
I hate that.
So like that. So it was this episode, right? And they went against like this like dinosaur thing, bro. But like the monster, whatever, it was giving like wedgies, right? So I'm looking at the screen and I'm looking at my mom and I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. Like, why
Why?
this episode? Why this
Oh
episode?
no.
So I just sat there in utter silence, right? As I looked at my mom's faces throughout the episode. And then the second the episode finished, she just looks at me and she's like, so what did you gain from this? And I was
Yo.
just I couldn't even come up with anything, bro. So I'm just sitting there and I'm like, she's like, don't let me catch you watching this show again. Of course I
Wow.
still watched it afterwards,
no.
but she wasn't looking, but like stuff like that, yeah, it's honestly ridiculous. So sometimes they have episodes that like, are just there, but other times they have like really fire episodes or like crossovers or like movies and stuff. So hit or miss, but I definitely think our generation was better. But Junior did bring up a good point. It's definitely like meant to entertain the kids of like the current generation. So that was a really good point right there.
90% of them shows nowadays are ass. But I will say, if I had to choose a better, which I don't, I'm a little different than Josh. I stopped watching Disney Channel a long time ago. But I feel like
Why
the
did
Disney
you
Channel shows
pause?
bro.
Why did he try to do me dirty like that, bro? I don't appreciate you. What do you mean?
Bro,
literally,
don't make me expose you right
before
now, bro.
Nate tries to do me dirty, literally, I have younger like siblings and cousins that like live with us. So literally, like if I'm spending time with them, I'm looking at the same thing they're looking at.
That's very understandable. I'm actually.
Right.
You have anything else to add to that?
No, but you're about to still try to do me dirty, so just disregard.
Well,
what
as
you
someone
say.
with younger cousins who babysits a lot, who takes care of younger family, puts on the show for them, sits in the back, makes sure there's great. I don't write reviews on my Twitter account about their shows that they be watching. So,
bro, what are you talking about? I haven't read. No. What he's talking about?
Olivia Rodrigo was in the show from 10 years ago on Disney Channel. Oh my god! No,
look. He's trying to do me dirty. If y'all follow me on Twitter and y'all have seen that, you understand that Nate is taking it way out of context. So KingNathe could just really
actually, because you know why not? Actually, on the last episode, this man was referencing some Casey Undercover, bro. Who the fuck is that?
No. That was first off Junior, so you can relax with that. And Casey Undercover actually came out around the time Steven Universe came out.
We were in high school, and half of high school. Those are not for us.
And you know what my cousin was in middle school and elementary school. So like, what is your point? So
you can know of the show, but to know the details, who the characters are.
That's my wife. Why would I not know what my wife is doing? That's wild, isn't it?
Oh my god. There we go.
And that's not enough proof that this man is a monster.
This man
that's not enough proof.
Hey, you want to see his words? Calling me a monster, bro.
We're gonna keep it off of this podcast, but go ahead. There's an old thing called the 5 Cents podcast. Go watch some episodes where we expose Josh as a freak. But anyways, all that was to say, I will say that Disney Channel shows nowadays are definitely worse than Disney Channel shows back in the day, for sure. I can 100% say that.
Yeah, we definitely had stuff like, Sweet Life, Zack and Cody, Wizards of Waverly Place, Good Luck Charlie.
Even the movies alone,
I watched
the early 2000s,
bro.
I was undefeated.
Bro, that Wizards of Waverly Place movie, bro, when they were doing like the freaking like the test or like the tournament thing, gas, bro. Even Nickelodeon, like, like classics like iCarly, Victorious, bro, Big Time Rush, like,
live action got it.
Live action, yeah, they had the bangers. They had the bangers. And I have no clue like what they're making now for like Nickelodeon or anything. So like, yeah.
That's how it should be.
Oh, you know, bro. You gotta check it out.
Dude, I hate this man. Hey, bro, this man Nate is a bully, bro. Nate is a bully.
Nah, I'm a grown ass man. Nah. Hell nah. But yeah, I definitely say cartoons. I don't think so. Y'all watch Infinity Train if you haven't seen that show. It's actually so good. If you haven't seen that show, it's on HBO Max. But this man said sure. Hell nah.
Oh, another one we should recommend, Close Enough. I know me and Nate watched that. And
I don't think that counts as a. That's like maybe
it's an adult. Yeah, it's an adult. It's an adult cartoon. It's an adult cartoon.
Yeah,
I'll take that back. But I feel it's called Close Enough. It's made by the creators of Regular Show, but like it's like an adult version of Regular Show.
Close Enough. Wow. Okay.
Or BoJack Horseman. That's another adult.
That show just makes you
gas,
sad, bro.
That like is gas.
That show makes you think about life. It's worth the grind. It's definitely a good grind for sure.
It's a grind that you don't even notice going by. Honestly, I was grinding through that like quick, bro. Quick, like a season a week at least.
Bro, you can
BoJack's grind is worse, bro.
Season in like 3 hours. Bro, just be going crazy.
Relax. That's
man got a time.
That's not physically possible. He's acting like this man acting like I hit my post time skip, bro. Relax, bro. Relax.
He's still on the pause, bro.
He always hit us with I'm gonna go to sleep. I gotta grind out this episode. I'm like, okay, from 1 episode to 10. Like, come on, bro.
Okay, now anime is different. I've calculated it to almost a science, bro. If you skip openings and endings, it's like 21 minutes, bro. So you could fit almost 3 episodes in an hour. So technically speaking, within like 4 hours, I can.
Josh likes to say I bully him, but sometimes he just does it to himself.
listen. But like, I literally write reviews on anime, and like one of my YouTube
it's for the job, Mr. 1K.
Yeah, literally that's what I do on YouTube. So before they try to act like I'm just doing this, because I have nothing better to do, I'm turning this into worthy content. Which, by the way, shameless plug. Go ahead, check out the YouTube channel. You feel me? Go
This
ahead.
man
Go
got
ahead.
a little too close, bro. Like,
Even before he was making anime videos and he was staying up watching anime all night, he still got good videos on there too. So go ahead and check those out. The old ones, the what's that game called? Something Dogs, Sleeper Dogs.
Sleeping Dogs.
Yes,
Watch that series playthrough. That playthrough is gas.
That playthrough is one of the funniest things I've ever done in my entire life, bro. I literally
my team too.
Don't forget about the my teams. The my teams were good.
No.
Hey, Mister, right? You gotta stop. What happens when I hit 2K, Nate? What happens?
Hey, bro, that means you time skip. You go from Mr. 1K to Mr. 2 ton. You know what I'm saying?
Big bets. I got you.
Oh nah. But kind of going off of that last topic, kind of talking about things we did when we were younger. I did want to touch on a little bit. I was talking to my roommate the other day, and he said he feels like he missed out on a lot of things based on like the way he grew up when he was younger. So do you all think kind of in that same way? Junior said he didn't get to watch,
right,
kids using boogers to be spies. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all feel like there's anything?
Spy Kids.
Now that movie is ass. Before we move on to this next topic, I got it. I watched that movie and then the Shark Boy and Lava Girl movie again a couple weeks ago. Them movies are butt cheeks.
No, but do you know what movie that you can't call bad? Spy Kids 3, Game Over. No way. You call that one bad.
This man was getting sick. Is that the one where they went to the island with the spider monkey, bruh?
Is that no? Remember,
that's two. That's two.
No, that's two. I'm talking about the one that he's like the guy. The guy. Yeah, the gay one.
Bro, that was terrible.
No. That was
grandfather come out the space, bro.
Bro, that was hilarious though. Freaking Sylvester Stallone, bro, was just posting up in a movie.
That was terrible, bro.
Nah, bro, good memories. Spy Kids 4. I remember.
There's 4?
No, there's one. No, there's a fourth because I watched it in the movie theaters. I watched it when I was in Atlanta because I went with an uncle and like he took us to like the Coca-Cola factory and like after the Coca-Cola factory we went to the movies and they had like 4D aromascope, so like they had different smells you were supposed to smell like during the movie, like it would like pop up and you'd smell it. And it was supposed to like smell like what the character was smelling at that time.
Hold up, bruh. You can't tell me the nigga from Community is in Spy Kids 4?
Yes, bro. What? Yes. I'm so shocked that you didn't know it was Spy Kids. Oh my god.
What?
Now, it definitely. No, it's definitely. I think they have like more than 4 too, but that was the last one I watched.
Hold up.
Oh yeah, it's not good. I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to like as a kid, maybe watching it is enjoyable, but like I know without even having to think, if I went back and rewatched that, I'd be mad watching it. So no, you don't get it, yeah. But no, that did happen. But going off of like the next topic, I can somewhat like relate to Junior in that field, and like where I feel like it really kicks in is I would say my high school experience is somewhat different from like a lot of people because my parents were like, everybody says they have like strict parents, but there's nothing in my mind that beats the strictness of an African parent. That mug is different, bro. I'm sorry, bro. That it's a different type of different. There are so many events that I would want to go to, and the answer was just always no. There wouldn't even be a good reason sometimes. It would just still be no. And I'm just like, damn. And like I hear all these other people, literally people stopped inviting me to come to parties because they knew that my answer would be no. And one time they thought I was at a party, and at that point I just lied my way through it because everybody was there and they were like, oh yeah, you were at Kenneth's birthday party. Yeah, it was lit, bro. Josh, I remember seeing you. I'm like, yeah. Bro, I was at home, bro. Come on, man. like
this man lying. He was there, bro.
So other than like sports and like the occasional football game, like there are definitely things that I wish I could have done that I didn't get to, but I feel like I made it up by having like a pretty good like college experience. I'm still in college, but I've been in it for a minute. So like I understand what like your roommates talk about, Nate, where like you just like wish that like you were doing things that other kids were doing. Like That's why I can't do like a lot of things. Like I cannot skate because I've been to the skating rink like 3 times in my life, or maybe 2. Like those are just experiences that other kids were just doing in middle school casually. Like I didn't go to the dance because my parents
They
like
got caught
didn't
at
grow
it.
up doing stuff like that, and that was part of
Right.
the problem. When you have parents that like didn't grow up in the same culture, they're almost teaching you their culture, but it's not the right like place because we're not in Nigeria. So like there was a lot of things that they don't understand. So because of that, I didn't get a chance to understand it, or I didn't have like the ability or chance to. So I definitely understand what your roommate's talking about, which I don't know what race your roommate is, but I don't feel like he has the same story as I got. So we'll let that
No,
be.
yeah, no, it's pretty. No, it's pretty similar. It's probably worse than yours, honestly. But he
Oh
likes it.
wow.
Damn.
But
He
it's
likes
like,
it? Oh wow.
yeah. Without getting too into details, I don't know if you're sleeping now right now.
Yeah.
But basically, say what you say till high school, say until the college, till like right now, has no shit, like nothing, no fun, no nothing. Like we went out for drinks with my coworkers a couple last week. That's the first time he's ever gone out with like friends ever. Yeah,
He's a grown man.
yeah, yeah. But continue for context.
Hey, I'm done, Junior. You take the wheels right there, bro. I'm done.
Take the wheels. Oh, so you want me to take the wheels now? You want me to take the wheels now, bro? Come on, bro. Well, my experience, like you already know, I was stuck in boarding school, bro. And before I even get to that, I'm gonna tell you a wild got to, but I was planning to make a YouTube video about this. Damn, it didn't work out. But anyway, so story time. I was a freshman. I can't hear you no more.
Huh?
I wasn't
Just
saying nothing.
Oh,
I was
never
just
bro,
mind.
laughing, bro.
we
Oh,
had nothing to
okay.
say, bro. You're about to
Okay.
spit that utter nonsense, and we're gonna let you. So go ahead.
This
What
man Junior
nonsense?
telling war stories, bro.
What
I
stories,
remember it
bro?
was 1984. I had lost my left leg.
You gotta make it black and white. You gotta make it black and white.
Bro,
That's my
how
story.
do I tell audio listeners that this? How are they gonna, bro? Who are you, bro? Are you an audiobook, bro? You
Oh
out
my
here naming the setting in the background. You out here naming the exposition, bro. Relax.
So, anyways,
Okay.
Freshman year in high school, I started hanging out with the people. Apparently, so I was pretty much. I wasn't like hanging with them. I don't know. It was kind of like I just wanted to because they were like in a little gang thing. I wanted to like know about it and know about the gang thing, but I just got caught up, and I wanted to know more about it. So I started skipping class, doing all sorts of things, and I failed failed that semester. My dad didn't find out yet, so I did it the next semester, failed again, and like at that point, everybody look at Josh's face. At that point, everybody around, like they thought I was like in a gang. So freaking, they kind of told my dad about it. My dad was like, never. He knows his son will never be in a gang and all that. I was like, yeah, sure. So I was just going. My dad, cause back in Nigeria, you gotta like go to the tailor and get your uniform done. So he went to the tailor and like trying to get my stuff done. I don't even go to school, but he tried to get my shit done. And one of my classmates saw him. He was like, hey, have you he said, how did he put that? He said, did Roy switch schools? Because I haven't seen him in school for a minute now. My dad was like, what are you talking about? Yeah. What are you
Yeah.
talking about a minute now? Bro. My dad, because what I usually do when my dad comes back home, I just hop the fence. I go to my friend's house every single time. So he came back so quiet. By the time I knew he was there, I just ran to hop the fence. This caught me there.
Oh,
this man, this man caught me, bro. He just looked at me. He was like, "Why are you doing this to you?" I like, fuck. He just dragged me to school, bro. Everybody was staring at me. Well, I thought he transferred or something. He took me to the principal. The principal looked at me. He was like, "Yeah, man, your son's been failing." I was like, "Damn." He was like, he now recommended him to like put me in a boarding school. That's how I got into boarding school and got stuck. I didn't come back for any breaks for like 2 semesters, bro. I was just stuck in school the whole time. So from there, I just got used to the place and no experience for me.
So this man missed out on childhood TV shows because he was out here pretending to be a big boy in a gang. How old were you? How old were you when this was happening?
How old was I? 15, 16, I think.
Yeah.
Bro, you're tripping, bro. Like bro. Most people graduate like school at like 16 in like Nigeria, bro.
Bro,
Or seven.
the thing that happened, so instead of, I was supposed to like retake that freshman year, but I didn't retake it no more. So my dad was like, because you know how Nigerian school is like based on positions, not like A's or B's. It's just like your position. So
Yeah.
he said if I get from first to I think 8th or 10th, I will stay in that grade. So I started grinding, bro. I got to 6. He like, you don't have to retake your freshman year. I like bet.
Oh, so
I
you
was
like
supposed to,
proved that you like knew the
yeah,
knowledge that you. Okay,
yeah.
okay, that's fair. That's
Even
fair.
though that shit was hard because I had to like reteach myself everything about freshman year. She was bad.
Hey, bro, you made yourself a great college student. Probably, if you taught yourself a whole year of high school, bro, there ain't no way you can't conquer college, bro. That's nothing, bro. That's honestly, you got yourself right on accident after failing. This man taught himself life skills. No, that's definitely crazy. I've definitely heard crazy like boarding school stories from like, my mom, especially. And boarding school
Oh
sounded
no,
rough, bro. That sounded like
bro.
mini jail, bro. You were
That
just
will be a
learning in jail,
different
bro.
episode, bro. I will tell you everything about borders. Even though I was like, I was under my senior's wing, so I was like, I got into the circle as a sophomore. I like, it was good, and just they took me in. Now say so I wasn't going through anything. But
This
that's
man
another
got
story, though.
initiated.
But you know the
That's
worst part?
crazy.
The worst part, bro. That school was all boys. That shit sucked.
Yeah.
That shit sucked.
And
But
that's why
my
Junior never do the touch of a feminine. let me relax. let me relax.
they did this dirty, bro, and they turned the school freaking boys and girls
Right after
when
you
my senior
graduated.
year. My
Oh,
senior year.
okay.
Yeah.
I was just pissed, bro. And no, there was like 2 girls in my class, but you know, all the niggas. That shit was that shit was so bad. Only
Yeah.
2 girls.
Bro, the girls
The
were
class of
playing
72.
America's Got Talent, bro. And they were just giving the dudes straight 2X's, bro. They were getting out of there, packing their bags, going home, bro. That's
Oh
wild.
my god, she was
That's
bad.
probably frightening though, if you think about it. I would hate to be the girls in that position that like got like dragged into like the school and they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna attend this school this year, and it was formerly all boys, bro. That's when
yeah.
I would be looking at dudes
That's
like savages.
That's prison
That's what I'm
school,
saying.
bro.
Bro, don't get me started on hey, no, we cannot talk about that on the podcast. No, we will not.
That's on the
talk about
Patreon at
That's on the Patreon coming soon. Give it 2 months. Patreon will be up and running. KingNathe will be in charge of all that.
Oh wow. Can't
Get
wait.
some help. No, prison school. For those of you who don't know, we're just gonna leave it at it's an anime that's very wild. Like the story is you got 5 guys pretty much forced to go to like this all girls school. And let's just say these dudes don't make the smartest decisions and they end up in some very, very rough predicaments. Full stop. Do I recommend that you should watch it? No, I do not.
Okay,
actually.
good answer. Good answer.
Just know that I saved you from watching it. If you do watch it,
Yeah.
I will call you a freak because you've been warned.
Wait, you recommended it?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yes, you
No,
did.
I didn't. I told
No, it's
people
a
to stay
yes.
away from.
No, it's a
Shut
yes,
up,
'cause
bro.
you talked-
Shut up, bro.
You talked about it.
I said
How
not
do you
here
know
on the
about
post
it?
time skip concept. No means no.
No means yes. I repeat.
Yeah,
I
all
repeat.
right. Nate,
Yeah.
next topic. Well, actually, Nate,
Anyways,
no, you never told us about your side.
I mean, for me, you said the only thing that's bad is a very strict African parent. My parents might as well should have been African. They were strict as, but that just made me lie and be sneaky and shit. So There
Why
were
they be
stuff I
hopping
missed
off the
out on a lot.
window?
I did the smart way. Instead of being like sneaking out and I was like, oh, I have a club meeting today after school from 4 to 9
wow.
or 4 to 7. And I just be like at the homie's house, kicking it or something like that. I'd be like, oh, we have a convention for youth and government this weekend. I got to go to that. If I was to spend the night over somewhere, but if it wasn't for that, like say, like I have a sister, and the perspective of her, she did none of that. But she was very scared of my parents. I didn't really I learned to not be. I say it like that. But basically, she basically went into college with like didn't go to any parties, didn't really have any friends, didn't like really, experience really anything. Cause like even like we would go to church when I was younger, and like the other families would make fun of like us as like kids because they were like, oh, the Collins just stay in the house. Their parents don't let them do nothing. And they were like, yeah, basically, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I shouldn't say my last name on here, but it's okay. But yeah. But I think it was
I didn't
good and
notice.
bad. Cut that out, Josh. But
I didn't
but
notice.
like,
Timestamp, bet.
oh no. But I feel like it's good. Like it was good for me to learn how to be independent from my parents very quickly. Whether the fact that I had to do it because I was kind of forced to actually experience like life as a youth, probably isn't as optimal. Like I already said, like if I have kids, it'd be more of like a friend relationship as opposed to like kind of like I don't want to say master because that has crazy connotations, but it's kind of like this kid is here to do what I say, do what I want, and basically like this is how they're gonna become a productive adult. But you gotta kind of realize as in that like parent figure that these are people with free will, they have their own decisions, they're going through stuff you'll never be able to understand, especially like when we were growing up. Even now it's I can imagine having a kid during COVID. And I have no kids. That's not what that means. But like being able to like grow up through this is something that's like someone who's older you won't be able to understand. So you kind of have to give you this freedom to actually experience things in life, learn how to adapt. Because by the time they get out of your house and get in these situations where they won't have you kind of breathing down their neck all the time, like they won't know how to act. They won't know how to be in social situations. They won't know how to like talk to people, form their relationships. They just kind of be kind of lost because all they've known is like what their parents have told them and forced them to do.
Yeah, and going off of that, that's why, Nate, we saw it firsthand. Our freshman year of college, you could just tell how people were raised. It's
Oh
actually
Lord.
crazy. You could tell like the difference between somebody that was like raised normal, somebody that was raised a little strict, but they were able to do stuff, somebody that could do absolutely nothing because everybody acted differently. Most people that were like strict held out, they were on lock, bro. They got to
Bro,
college and they went wild.
bro. I just
Of
got
course.
flat. What is that song, bro? How to Save a Life. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
oh my gosh,
Every
bro.
other weekend, bro, they'd be like, Nate and Josh, come help this person out the car. They're throwing up because they went to da-da-da-da. Oh,
Bro, really, like, bro, like, we over here chilling with the boys, relaxing, having like a game night. Bro, these people are just passed out, like, knocked, throw up all over the
Man,
car. We're like, bro, what happened, bro? Ain't no way,
God.
ain't no
that
way.
happened too many times, bro.
Yeah, and like, I've even seen it lead to like some people, like, that's the reason why they ended up like dropping out because they had so much like free will that they didn't know what to do with it. And instead of being productive, they just wasted it.
They could have
And
handled it.
it's just crazy to me to like watch that happen. So like parental like guidance, that's important, folks. You need to not saying y'all have kids, but when you do, you need to
Put
try
them
your
in check.
best, please. Try your best. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Try your best. Cause that definitely impacts it whether you like it or not, like the way you act. For good or bad. So facts, dude, facts. Nah, I will say my parents used to do me dirty during the summer. I was one of the only kids I knew that just had to like read books over the summer. My parents would like go
I did
and
that
get
too,
like
bro.
school workbooks, and I had to do those along with I had like a book amount that I had to read by the end of the summer. I had to read like 30 books by the end of the summer. And even when I would finish like my stuff for the day, my friends, I would let them know what time I would finish so they can perfectly ring on my doorbell so that I can be like allowed to go outside and play and like hoop or like go to somebody's house and hop on the game. Sometimes my dad would literally answer the door and lie. I hear him, and he'd be like, "I'm sorry, Josh can't come outside today. He's reading." I'm like, "Bro, I've been done for 2 hours. What are you talking about? Let me go outside, man."
Stuff like that. There was a point I remember very vividly. This is the point where I was like, I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. Because like when you're younger in middle school and elementary school, you kind of just gotta like you don't have freedom. You can't
Yeah,
There's not
yeah.
even a chance of freedom. There's not a speck. You feel what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
when I got to high school and I used to play basketball and stuff like that, and I was involved in stuff. And my parents got just stupid mad at me one day for like actually no reason. Like there's I can't remember what they did, but it was basically just like my mom had a bad day at work or something, and my dad was just backing her up. That type of thing. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
Like and literally, I was like, "Does this make any sense?" And I looked at my dad, and he was like, "My mom was like, you can do whatever you want to do when you get out the house." And it was like the freeze, bro. And I was like, "Okay, say less." So I stopped like communicate. Like from that point on, like my entire family thinks I'm just quiet. Like I don't talk to anybody because I would just go do everything they want me to do, not say a word, just chill. I'm talk to you. Yeah, I'll talk to you if I'm talking to you. Otherwise, I'm quiet. Don't do anything. Stay in my corner. I'm at the crib, do my chores, do everything, or I'm at school or I'm doing something. But after that, and then till the point where I can move out the house efficiently, that's like, all right, y'all can start seeing glimpses of what you thought it was. So it's a good perspective that it's like, you're given this stuff. And my parents taught me a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong. Like I learned a lot from my parents, love them to death, stuff like that. But at some point, you have to realize that you got to give this person space so they can actually enjoy the aspects of life that they won't get to do. Because a lot of times people do like the same thing I do, and I still have a good relationship with my family like that after some struggles.
Some tussles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people end up doing like the same thing I did and never talk to their parents again type stuff. So you don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So,
yeah. And it's always sad to me because like I understand sometimes some people like you get just some unfortunate parents and like I'm honestly just sorry. Like sometimes, bro, your parents really do suck. Like I've seen it firsthand. Like some people's parents, they just suck. And other times I think that like there's just not enough effort being put in order to like improve the relationship. Don't let it just end based off of your choice, like, and you know that it can be fixed. And sometimes you got to be the bigger man. I hate being the bigger man. It freaking sucks, bro, because you know you're right, especially versus my parents when I know I'm right, and I'm just like, you know what, bro, I'm just gonna drop this. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna let it be, and it literally keeps the relationship going. And like I think that it is important to try to keep that relationship with your parents. You never know when you're gonna need them. They usually, for the most part, most people, your parents have done so much for you up until like your late teens. So like, it's a relationship that is unfortunate to lose in my books. So hey, if you can, go ahead, reach out to your parents today. Tell them you love them, bro. Send them a text. Send them a text. Hot shot giving you
I shot
giving you the
approved.
wisdom. Hot shot for president.
The hot boys,
President.
will unite.
Hot boy, stand
Yeah.
up.
You
Yeah,
get
nah.
you get 3 votes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough. I see how you feel. Anyway, they keep it moving, bro. You got anything else for us today? This man
Shit,
Junior.
you might get 2 votes after that. Nah, shit. Oh nah. But honestly, that was kind of the last thing I wanted to talk about. A little bit of a throwback episode. Get some goofy stuff, some wisdom in there. Y'all got any last words to throw out? Anything about the topics we talked about today?
No, I think it was a solid podcast as always. Thank you for leading us, our fearless leader. Thank you.
Oh
But
my
nah,
God.
be
Yes.
sure to shout us out if you enjoy the podcast, and always give us suggestions. I have friends that listen, and they always give suggestions and questions that they want to hear answered from the boys. So feel free to hit us up on social media platforms, or if you can leave a comment on YouTube, we'll get back to you for sure. If you want to see more, just keep reaching out. Leave your likes, your 5 stars, your 4 stars, really, however you feel about the show, because we're trying to improve, get better every day. I'm working on improving the audio, so bear with me, bro. I'm new to this on the audio aspect, so I
You know
got
what?
y'all in the
Nah,
future.
fuck them niggas, bro. If y'all want Josh Asher about the audio, come see me.
Yeah, you got to go through Nate to get to me, big dog right there. But I appreciate you guys for listening. That's all I got.
Nah, you go ahead, close it out, Josh. You know what to say. You know what to do. Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, say it.
what is it? You may be a Ganning, but you don't gotta
Yes,
stay a
sir.
Ganning. We out here. And by the way, for you
Right.
people that don't watch anime, the whole point of what Nate's talking about is there's a show called Naruto, and some of the main characters have never made it past Ganning. It's absolutely crazy. And Ganning is like the lowest you can be. So like you don't have to stay at your lowest, bro. You can upgrade, you can make it past, you can hit your post time skip, bro.
Talk
It's
to him,
been
Mr. 1K.
yes, sir.
Ugh.
Yes, sir. Well, shit. Let me end it, I guess. Hey, it's been PTS post time skip. MrHotshot signing out. Peace.